Hello, 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 all my machine heads, and welcome back to episode 4 of the logging, the mining, the farming series on Piney Acres. I'm your host, Fury Machine Gaming, and how is everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic, as usual. Well, we had a hiccup, and we're going to get by it. Well, apparently your boy Fury messed something up, because remember how we had the barrel factory here, and that was what all you planned on? It don't work. So whatever I did in the edits, I have to go back through and fix it, which is fine. I usually test the crap out of stuff, but guess what? I've been busy this week, so I didn't. So we sold it. So right now we are going to make money with our planks. We are going to put the composter up here. And we're going to put the BGA because we have to have electric. Because, as you see, there's no electric around. So we have to create our own electric. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll have our fertilizer. We also have to put a lime thing because I do believe I have rocks turned on. Let's double check here. Let's see, settings. Oops, this one. Fieldstone on, yes. Okay, so we're going to have to put a rock maker, plus we have the ability to dig rocks as well. So we will right off the bat have free fertilizer and free lime that we produce ourselves. And we will have energy that we make from our BGA. And we will have everything. So we are going to go over here, and this is full now. I got 10 million liters in here. So now we're just going to activate it. And whoops. Go here. And we are going to activate this. There's nothing to distribute. So we're going to store. And we're going to come down here and we're going to get ourselves a flatbed. This is our money maker now, along with the wood chips will go into the here when this is empty, and the wood chips will also go into the composter. All right, so let's go down. Well, guess what? Look, I did it, everybody. I finally cleared all of this. I had to play one more hour off camera, and I'll show you what I got here. If you go on this side right here, look, 1,424 trees right in this section, and look, they're all gone. They're gone. I was going to use the Vermeer and all that stuff, but I'm not a big fan of it. So let's stay with what we got. The only thing we got to buy now is a windrower, because we're going to flat mow this so that we don't have to shut our mower off. There's also wood chips in here already, so but that'll be for another episode. We've also decided that what we're going to do is I won't have 2 episodes again going forward with chipping trees. I'll have one. And then you can see where I'm going with that. Also, you can see the road that I've made. This is our field. It's all surrounded by road. I was going to put fences up. But going forward, we will not have more than 1 episode of me chipping trees back to back. I'll do one, and if I'm clearing a big enough area, then the next episode I will work off camera. And that, so on and so forth. Oop, I got to fix that one. You see how I ran right off the road? So I have to load this up, and then I have to get a regular windrower, and we have to set the baler on 180 so we can do our sausage bales. And we'll take our little skid loader, and we will go around and around and around and pick up the bales and then wrap them ourselves. So this is our first field, everybody. We did it. Yeah, let's set our GPS up here so that we're already set. We'll get our GPS right. It should be pretty close to right on this line here. We'll go over a little bit earlier, and then we'll do our headlands. That way we'll nope. No, let's do our headlands first. Yes. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are mowing at 8 miles an hour, 7 to 8 miles an hour. So this little T6 is handling this pretty good. Now, eventually, I want to get the T7, and then the T8, and then the T9. I want to have a whole fleet of big tractors and all the way up through so that we can, this will become our little yard tractor. And that things. And then we will get actually out of that 70,000, we should buy a flatbed so that we can load our planks up ourselves, take it right to the shop and sell it. Because I don't want to make too much money, because I can do that anyways by just getting 2 million liters of wood chips. We're going to have so much wood chips left over, it's going to be absolutely epic how much we got left over. And then I'm going to get a plow. So we have to get a windrower and a plow first, and then so we can windrow this up. And I'll get, I think, the 10-meter one, and I can't even mow. I got to get paying attention here. So what do you guys got going on? How you guys doing today? It's awesome. As you can see, it is Tuesday at 10 minutes to 12. The only reason I'm late, I usually start around 11. The only reason I am absolutely late is because that factory, I had about 30 minutes of the video done, and I realized it wasn't working. And your boy Fury got in trouble for not testing. It was a bad thing. This is what happens when you don't test. And then we've only got a couple of more days for, let's see, today's Tuesday. I got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, I'm not going to have a members-only video again this week. We are purposely waiting to see what happens with that. I've still got your series going, guys, and I'm still going to have it. But we want to see what happens when it flips over. So if you guys can, if you're in a good situation, be sure to join the Fury Machine Gaming immediate family. It will give you access to Let's Plays and map tours and tutorials and things like that, and tractor tutorials. I also have merch coming. It will give you access to merch, 10% off merch for the first month, and then after that, every month that you up. I'm also not going to count the gifted. Right now we have 34 immediate family members, but 30 of them were gifted. So we have to see how many of you guys want to stay with Fury any length of time. It's going to be great. So once we get established and we get people wanting to stay, we'll go from there. I hope you guys join, because I love it when you guys are there. Now, normally I would have probably windrowed this, but I don't want to shut the mowers off. I want to be able to mow over it. If you are windrowing the mowers, which is super real, they do have mowers that they have little mergers on the back of these mowers. It's super realistic to have that. But once you have a windrow, if you mow over the windrow, it will blow it everywhere. So the good news is we got pretty much our biggest mower that we're going to get, because this is 10.2 meter wide. That we have. The next step up would be the Krone Big M 450, but that's the same width as this, about $400,000. So we are going to go and keep this. This will be our permanent mower when we go, so we'll be mowing it. Judging about, I might split this into 2 different fields. Let's go right here, and we'll go like that. That way we have that done. I might split this into 2, just so that we can rotate it. We can mow it and then mow it, like, you know how basically you mow one and then you mow another one. But what we may do is we may upgrade to the forage wagon to mow with, because it absolutely works well, and you get a bonus. I don't know for sure how much bonus you get, but you do get a bonus. There we go. One more time around, and then I should be able to spin this bad boy right around. But yeah, that's the only reason I'm not windrowing it. So for those of you guys who ask in the comments, oh, why don't you just windrow it? Well, you can, but that would require me shutting the mower off every time I have to turn around and go over a windrow. Otherwise, it blows it everywhere. Now, does it do that in game? No, but in real life it does. Trust me, I've done it. You mow over a windrow and it blows it everywhere. Then the person who's coming along behind you baling says a bunch of bad words under their breath. So we're gonna do this the legit way, and this way we can keep our mower going. Be exciting. I'm just glad we're on to farming, a little bit of farming. We're gonna make silage bales this round. Then when it grows back, yeah, I might just do every other one. Because we have to get... The reason I'm doing silage at first, everyone, is because we need energy from our BGA to power our plants. Right now, all I have is generators running those. That's what we're going to simulate. There's no power to it. And I got that idea from a good friend of mine that was a moderator on G&G Modding, and he said I was doing Dark Forest for Fs22 way back in the day, and he said, that's great, you're in the middle of nowhere, but how you powering your equipment, how you powering stuff, how you got lights to your cows and stuff with no power. So for the sense of realism, we're going to put the BGA in here, and then if we've got power, we can sense that. Now I am going to look around also to see if there is a light pole set, and I do believe there is. I just have to find out where it is. Once I do, I'll run light poles from point A to point B. So down there will go BGA. Up here will go the composter. Down in the corner over there will go the lime maker. And I found a mod that doesn't require water. It's just crushed stones. So I don't think I need any more than, going this slow, I don't need any more than 2 headlands. So let's get that mowed down. And then we'll be able to come back towards us. Now, normally I would have set a worker on. The other thing I want to do is trace this in first, the way Gutterball showed me how to do with course play. And once I get it traced all in, and I'll be able to tell how big it is, because I remember I don't want to go much over 9 acres total, because when you start getting big fields like this, I'll bet you this is well, let's put it this way. On Ebony Island, my one grass field was 14 acres. 14 acres, and it was about half this size. So I'll bet you this is about 14, I guess about 20 acres. So we may be splitting it directly in half and have 2 10-acre grass fields, which is a lot. Because it was 11 acres. I'm sorry. Let me get it correct. My grass field outside of my farm was 11.42 or something like that, and I was getting 300,000 liters off that one field. So if we made 2 10-acre fields, that's 500,000 liters. We don't even need another grass field. We can just use these 2. So I'll use the shop shed up here for my mowing equipment and keep it just up here. My mowing tractor will keep everything right up here, and then that way when we get ready to mow our field, we'll have it, everything will be right here. Awesome. Now I can back up, and we can set this, and now we can get him going. But normally I would have course played this and set him off, but because it's not technically a field yet, I can't. I have to do it myself. But here's the good news, is that I don't care how long it takes us. We're going to do this realistic speeds, realistic time. If we're still mowing next episode, you're going to see mowing. That was the deal I made with you guys, remember? The deal is that you guys would, I wouldn't make you watch logging more than one episode in a row, but I am going to make you watch the farming. So that's the deal, because that's what we're after, and we're finally doing it. It only took us 3 episodes. 3 episodes. Now, I did play 3 hours off, so it would have been technically 6 episodes. But we did it. We did it, everybody. We did it. And we have worked our tails off to get this, and we're excited. It's nice to see all of you doing your Let's Plays. I don't get to talk to you much, because usually you guys are commenting on the videos. And that's great. That's what I want. But I'd like to hear about your farm builds a little bit more. So we got to buy out of this 70,000. We got to buy a windrower, which we have one for hay. But I think I'm going to get rid of that. If we got to buy a tedder, we can buy a tedder and a windrower. And go from there. Now, I did see a Vermeer pack that was on the like one of those other sites like King's Mods. I did see one on there, and it had a few different things in it than the one you pay for, so I may download that as well, because I have the Vermeer pack. I just don't have it loaded in the game. I don't like Vermeer products. I think they're great, but I think the yellow just doesn't fit for most farms color-wise, and this is a New Holland farm, so it's bad enough I had to go yellow and red on these. I wish I could have changed the colors. But we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm really excited that in 3 episodes we're actually on to actual farming. And like I said, we will judge it according to how much. Like, I'll trace it in first, and we'll see how much it is, and we'll go from there. But I'm guessing this is just my guess. I'm guessing it's at least 20 acres, if not more. That's what I'm guessing. And if it is more than, like I said, if it's more than, well, I guarantee you it's going to be more, because this is big. And if it's only a few acres past the like, we don't want to go past 10 acres, period. Gutterball and I talked about that. And then when you're smaller farming, 10 acres is about big enough. I mean, when you're really small farming, you don't want to go past 5, like black sheep modding type things like that. You don't want to go past that. Like our what do you call that there? Our series on St. Cali. We are not going to go much past maybe 6-meter equipment tops. And that's it, because those fields are tiny. Now, if we start combining a few fields and getting them 10 acres, like, what's nice about if you get to be 10-acre fields, you can use bigger equipment. And because you're going realistic speeds, like this is, people don't realize this mower is 10.2 meters wide. So it's actually, 34, I think it's 41 feet, something like that. All the way to the end. And now I don't have to shut the mower off. And we got a road, and we're going to plow right around the road and everything. Yep. It's exciting. I'm glad you guys are actually getting a chance to witness this instead of doing. So then, I think what we'll do is, no, we'll let that run. We got that running. Once it gets down past the certain, like if we want money for something, that's when we're going to go and sell our planks. Okay, we'll go and sell, and I'll look into a carpentry factory that works for me. I got to figure out what I did wrong. I think when I changed the XML on it's the Dragon Force mod. I call it Dragon Force. Dragon's Den mod, and I changed a few things on it. That wood chip factory down there is a personal mod, so I was able to go through and change it and figure out what I needed to do with it. But the Dragon's Den mod has a whole bunch of stuff. So what I may do is delete that out, put the Dragon's Den back in here, and just use it the way it is. Because I'd really like to be able to use and make like toys and things with the planks that we're making. And that way I won't have to go through and fix it. We'll go from there. Or maybe I'll just put another plank factory down. I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, because technically now without that, I don't need that sell point up there either. But I'm going to leave it because of the simple fact that I'm going to bring it back in. But I think what I'm going to do is bring it back in and just keep everything the same. And I'll leave that one at 10 million because the cool thing about that one holding 10 million is I can fill it and forget it. And it's just going to run nonstop. And whenever we need money, we'll go down and sell 2, 3, 4 trailers full, and it can just sit there. We don't, and we're going to have so much wood chips left over. It's, as you can see, we got 10 million and I sold 6 million. So we had this 1,400 trees gave us 16 million liters of wood chips. I also could very easily, we could do both. We could bring back the tree harvester. Remember that we had in episode 1 that I decided to change? We could bring that back and have another factory up there that takes logs and gives me planks as well. See what I mean? And we can have the wood chips to go in there. Then we can have logs. We can cut some logs if we get, because what my biggest fear is that we're going to have way too many wood chips, and we're going to be selling them. We're going to be making money hand over fists. Because you guys know that when I sell 2 million liters of wood chips, it's like 180,000. It's like ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. 180 or 200,000. It's absolutely crazy. I'm also decided that we are going to work into the night a little bit, and go from there. So the next episode, we will come right back where we left off right on this one, which is awesome. Actually, should have just done 3. I may switch to, like I said, the forest harvester some down, but that's going to be down the road. Let's do this the legit way for now. Yeah, so we may do that, and eventually, because we're going to have so much money, we may just buy a logging thing and make logs, back to logs. But I will use my wood chipper to create a field. See, here's the cool part. And Gutterball pointed this out to me when we were designing this challenge. He said that you don't want to take too long to get to farming part of it because people will get bored. And I thought, he's right. He's right. Because if I'm watching a series and the person's logging for, even when they're logging with a tree harvester, if they're logging for 4, 5, 6 episodes in a row, I get bored myself. No matter how entertaining they are. It gets boring. So what I could do is bring that in and do a little bit of both. I could cut the tree down. I can make one episode of actual logging with our autoload trailer, which gives us a chance to spend some of our money. And then I can log one episode with wood chips, which is something different the next episode. And then once we get our farming, now, like I explained to you guys the last episode, as you can see, we've lost an hour now of logging, okay? Because I think once you get to farming, now we've got it. Once we get done mowing this, then we've got, if we were going to make hay bales, we would ted it, then we'd windrow it, then we'd bale it. Now, because we're doing just grass silage bales, we can just windrow it and then bale it, and then we still have to wrap it, which means we have to collect all the bales off of here, take them down. I think I'm going to put the bale wrapper down there along the fence, collect them all, take them down there, wrap them, bada bing, bada boom. I'm not allowed to say it because my brother gets mad. Because when I first met him, that's all I ever said. Because I played a lot of my Let's Plays and a lot of my multiplayers were guys from England and stuff. So, and way back at Fs19 and 17, Fs17 and 19, when I was playing with some guys from WMR Modding, they were all from England. So I got used to saying bada bing, bada boom. So that's all I ever heard, cheeky monkey, all that stuff. I got to hear all that stuff. It was great. But like I said, once we get, I think that's a great idea, guys. The reason I like getting to farming is it gives me a chance to think. It gives me a chance to design how we're going to go the next Let's Play, and work it that way. So I think as we get money, we're then going to buy back our tree harvester, buy back our auto load. Well, not buy back. We had it. We haven't had it on this Let's Play, but buy our truck, buy the auto load, buy the harvester, and then we can do one episode of clearing trees, which is 100. I know that in an hour I can cut down 100 trees, And we'll put one factory up there of right next to the shed. Remember, that shed's going to be gone. It's right along one side of it. Over here, we can have the thing that makes it from trees, that makes planks from trees. We'll keep the plank one there. On that side of it, we'll put our composter. Down at the far end over there, we'll put our BGA, and in the corner, we'll put our rock thing. All of our mowing equipment will be up here, and then we will... now, the other thing is that I won't make a rule where I have to put the equipment away, because in most cases, the logging equipment, wheel loaders and things like that, stay outside, and they just drive their pickup trucks back to where it goes. So we will have a pickup truck. We'll drive it to where we're logging. We'll take a section and we'll start like actual logging that section, and then we'll wood chip the next episode, which gives us a chance to clear twice as many trees, and it gives you guys a little bit chance to see all different kinds. And then I've got a section, I think it's right there. I'm going to take that section and I'm going to start mining it. We're going to I think what we should do is clear this section out here with the logger, and then clear the mound out with the bruks. Just go right over it. That mound we're going to dig out for either stone, pay dirt, coal, dirt, and get a dirt processor in here and all that stuff. So we'll be bouncing around. It'll be a little bit of everything. Or I just might dig stones out of it and use it for our stone factory and go from there. We don't know. That part of it I haven't decided yet how in-depth I want to go. I might just level the land. I might just dig it out and get like dirt out of it, because we're going to get stones from our fields, so we should make enough line. But maybe we could just dig it out and then sell the dirt, because I know it doesn't sell much. Yeah, we'll figure that one out as we go. We are cruising right along. Half an hour, we got about half of it done. We're doing really well. We're doing good. We're making good time. This little T6 is impressing me. Even though it's a small 175 horsepower tractor, it is doing really well on pulling this mower. And for those of you who are going to ask in the comments about going faster, I don't fast farm. So those kind of comments, nope, we don't fast farm, we real farm. We real speed. Anybody who has ever used a triple mower in real life, and I have more times than I can count, you don't mow at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 miles an hour. It doesn't happen. The only mower on the planet that can mow that fast is the Krone Big M 500. And that can mow up to 15 miles an hour. But it's a designed machine for mowing. Okay? It's 13.2 meters wide, and it is designed for that. It's designed strictly to mow at those speeds. But a real-life mower, triple mower like this, or SIP mower, or things like that, you're going to mow at, well, my little SIP mower that I have 3 meter, we only mow at about 5.1. So the only reason that I went 7 is because, generally speaking, the triple mowers can mow just a little bit faster, but they go right around between 5 and 7 miles an hour. So that's why I kept it. So we don't fast farm. We don't come on here with outrageous 30, 40, 50 meter equipment. It just doesn't work. But before we set up for mining up here, we've got to work our road, because we got to start building our farm. We got lots and lots of money to spend. We got lots and lots of stuff. So we'll get our 2 million liters of wood chips. We'll top off the wood chip factory so we continue to make planks. And then we'll sell the rest, and we'll keep going. No, then the rest of it can go right in the composter. Yeah. We'll go from there. Or we may not use the composter. Yeah. Might just sell it outright. Yep. We're doing well. I think we're doing good. And I know that thing is not turned up in any means. Remember, I edited that down to go the wood chip factory that makes planks. I edited it to go super slow. But I do know on level 10, I've had it on level 10 with the upgradable factories. That thing it pumps it out so fast that 10 million liters would be gone probably in about 2 hours time. And I don't want that. So, because we don't really need money right now. We need money to do what we need to do. But I'm excited because we're going to be on this for a little bit of extended time just to go from there. You know, I want to see if we can. The bottom line is I want to see if I can cut all the trees down. I don't care how much farming I get done on this. I don't care how much farm build I get done on this. I want to cut all the trees down. That's what I want to do. So that's my goal. I want to see if there's 80,000 trees on here is what I want to see. I want to see if the number will count it in game. I want to see how far that goes across. So that's really what I want to do, is what I want to accomplish. But in between, I can't have you guys just watching nothing but just logging, because that would be boring. You know, I was already starting to get bored of it after 3 episodes, which was the truth. So, if I could take the forestry harvester, get that going, and then the next episode we chip down some trees. It gives me the best of both worlds. Gives you guys best of both worlds. You get to see actual logging, and you get to see actual wood chipping, so you don't get bored. And then the next episode we can do farming. And remember, once we have animals, we have to start. That was the rule on this map, and going forward, animals have to be taken care of every single day, which means that they get cleaned if it's in their bunk. They have to be fed, they have to be watered, and the milk has to be sold every day before we start. That has to be a deal. That has to be a go, and it's going forward. So once Gutterball and I get our animals, then they come first every day when we have animals. So when our day is finished and we go into day 2, the beginning of day 2, we have to feed our animals, we have to water animals, and we have to go from there. So that's what we're up against, because that's the rule I made, is animals are going to come first from now on every single day, every single month, or well, if we're playing 1 day months, so it'd be every month, because that's got to be a focus, because you do that in real life. You don't get up and say, well, I'm not going to feed the cows today because I'm going to go mow grass. It doesn't work that way unless you're out of food. Which, if you're out of cow food, you got bigger fish to fry. If you don't have to have total mixed ration, but you better hope you got a few hay bales laying around or something to give them something, so they can eat, because they can't wait. You better hope they got a pasture to put them in, because if you got no food for them, you ain't got no milk, you ain't got no animals. Cows eat every day. I'm not that familiar with sheep, but I would assume that any animal on the planet is going to eat every day. I mean, your cats and dogs do too. They eat every single day. But welcome also, guys, to all the new family members that have come in and joined and have joined the Fury Machine Gaming experience. That's what I call it. You know, we're just we're so happy, and we're in a good place. We're in a good place. My headspace wasn't the greatest last week, but I said that, and I promised you that I wasn't going to bring it up again, and I'm not going to. We're not gonna do that crap anymore. We're gonna play the Fury Machine Gaming way. We want all of you guys to join and subscribe and carry on. You guys know how it works. But I don't call you guys, for the last 3 years, I have not called you guys subscribers. I call you guys family members, because in reality, you know more about me than I do about you, which is just like the real family. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about how things are going to work, and how we're planning stuff. I never thought in a million years that when I got on here, I had every intention of this map of just literally of just cutting down trees and wanted to see if I could get the 80,000, and now it's become this whole series that's developing into this giant monster, which is absolutely epic, because that's what you want as a content creator. You want a series that is going to take off in the sense of you have so many possibilities. I can put the fields where I want. I can put my farm where I want. I've got a factory section set up. I mean, I'm going to have mining section set up. I'm going to be able to log and wood chip. So, oh my gosh, it's like this map has it all. Now, is it the greatest map next to sliced bread? No. You know why? There's trees. That's all there is on this map, is trees. As far as the eye can see is trees. Now, if you want a map where you literally are 150% in the middle of nowhere with nothing but trees around you and just a shop and that's it. Now, if you start in new farmer mode, our factory area starts with a sawmill that makes board planks and planks, and it also starts with a board dryer, so you can take them out and dry it. But it was making them so fast that it didn't feel right. So, but if you want a map where you literally decide where you want your farm and where you want stuff, oh my Lord, this map is for you. But as far as detail goes, you know, and I'm not that far on it. Now, the detail part of it is what you put into it. Like, whatever, if you're on PC, whatever mods, whatever shelters, whatever buildings, whatever stuff you put on it, that's the detail. That's the detail to the map. But as far as coming with just general detail, no. No, this map, if I was going to grade this map, which I'll give it, we're 4 episodes in, I'll give it a preemptive grade, but I always do it at the end of my series. You guys know that I'll do that. But a preemptive grade would be, we go out of 10, Gutterball and I go out of 10, and we rate it for, first of all, playability. Out of 10, the playability is a 10. Because you can do literally whatever you want. If you want to log, you can log. If you want to mine, you can mine, because this game is set up, this map is set up for mining. It has the multiple fruit types on it. It has gold, coal, all that stuff it has on it, just like Yukon Valley had on it. So, playability, 10 out of 10. Okay? Graphics-wise, I would give this probably a 7. Because of the trees that they use. It's like a giant canopy, and when you're down here like this, it looks like you're literally under a canopy, which would be in real life. So I gave that a 7. So it's playability, graphics, and just, I mean, you can't beat it. It's a 10 out of 10 definitely for playability, but graphics is about a 7. And then there's one more. What was it? We had one other items that we were judging a map on. You watch. Gutterball's going to say it in the comments. I think it was if we would recommend this to other people to play. And absolutely, I would give this a 10 out of 10. But with a disclaimer of you better be prepared to cut a lot of trees. Or get yourself the Trex or the Bruks or something like that, because there is a lot of trees. And I mean a lot. Like I said, almost 1,500 trees just in this section alone. When you first load up the map, if you're on PC, you will have a few stutters and things like that. I never experienced them other than that one spot that was right there. But not everybody has the most powerful computer in the world. I mean, or even has one as close to what I have. But as far as like you're going to get a few stutters if you have a little lower end PC just because the sheer number of trees. Now, once you start cutting them down, it will get less and less and less and less. See what I mean? So overall, we got 27 out of 30, which is a pretty respectable score, in my opinion. It's definitely a map that it challenges you. If your sole goal is to get rid of all the trees, you're going to be here for a month. Trust me. Let's put it this way. We are on episode 4 tonight, and I played 3 hours off. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 hours we've played. No, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 hours we have played already, and I've only cleared 1,400 trees. Well, almost 1,500. So about 1,500 trees out of the 80,000. So if you figure 80,000, you would be here playing real time for probably weeks to cut all the trees down. If you did them with the harvester, you would be here for months. If you did it with the bruks, I'm still going to... It would take me about... to cut every tree down on this map, doing 200 trees an hour real time. In 1,500, 7 hours, 8 hours. If I played 10 hours a day, yeah, that's about 2,000 trees a day. All right, I'm going to stop here for a second and figure this out in my head. So if I did... We're done anyways. All right, 200 trees an hour is what I average. All right, so 200 trees an hour times 12 hours is 2,400 trees a day. Let's round that down to an even 2,000 with everything you got to do, selling it, everything like that. So 2,000 trees a day in 12 hours. Times that, divide that by 80. So it would be about, oh gosh, I'm going to guess at least 200 hours minimum. Yeah, we're going to go in here. Go halfway. And that 200 hours, well, you figure, yeah. So you would go, let's see, 2,000. Yeah, it's just an astronomical amount of just nonstop cutting. You know what I mean? All right, so now we need a windrower, and let's get a 10-meter one. Windrowers. Let's get, let's see. That one's expensive. We can't afford that anyways. This one is 8.4. That one is 9.7. I want to see something. Is this the... No, I don't like that one. That's 14, 15, 12. I don't like the 12. I don't like this one, this offset one. I don't like this one here. So we're going to stick to... I really like that one. The Merge Maxer mix as well, and that's 9.5. So we got a choice to make. Yeah, I think we got a choice to make. All right, so let's go and get us. Get this. Nope, I want to get one. Where is my... How many planks can I fit on that? Yeah, let's definitely don't want. Yeah. Okay. There. Let's go sell some planks and make ourselves some money. I want to buy the Merge Maxer, I think. 110,000. Now, I'm hoping this is auto load. Maybe. Might not be set up for it. That's okay. We'll load it by hand. This little T6, man. Phew. It's working. Let's double check the weather first. Okay. Nice. All the way till morning. We got sunny days. Sorry for the cough. I could buy the one, but I like the Merge Maxer because I can go 9.5 one way and then turn around and go the other way. And let's see if this pulls up my auto load here. I wonder if there is an auto load. I know our truck was in here, right? Did we get rid of it? Yes, we did. Oh, you know what? I can't do it yet. We got to do it this way. Eventually we'll get the Phoenix in here. That holds 200,000. We know that's auto load. Awesome. Let's get this off. I hate that. Man, I love this little Massey. How much did this make? Whew, a lot. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Each one of these is $5,000 worth, or 5,000. And each one of these pallets, each 1,000 sells for. Let's see here, so we can make it a little quieter here. Let's go to wood or planks. Where are we? Planks. 11. So 1,000 per 1,000. So each pallet sells for $5,000 a piece. That's 5, 10, and 10 makes 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Whoops. I have to go higher. Now what I want to do, just so I can push up against it. There we go. Come on, pop out there, Cletus. Come on. There we go. Now, I want to see if I can get 3 high. This little skid steer. I'm hoping I can. Oh, yeah. Who the man? Next time we'll go right in the middle with it. Awesome. So that's 5, 10, 15, 10, 20. That's 30,000 liters right there. I mean, I need the big auto load one. This is working out pretty good. Go 3, so it should fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll bet you it fits 5. I bet you we're gonna get 200,000 liters on it anyways. more in the middle so it doesn't tip over to one side. This isn't very realistic. That's okay, because I won't get that. There we go. Nice. This thing is cool. So right now we got 40,000 liters on there right now. It's making it probably faster than I could take it, but we only need to do this when we need actual money. I don't know why it's doing that. Because maybe I got it too over the strap or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. There's 50,000. Ooh. I'm down to enough where I can... So see, with each one holding the 5,000, we can catch up in a quick hurry. That's 60,000 liters of wood chips. And we're going to be able to fit at least 3 more rows. Alright, let's take this up and sell it and see how much we make before we say goodbye. There we go. 65,000 liters. I'm hoping gets us 40,000 at least. And this is going to work. This trailer worked fine. We don't need anything special. I can fit at least 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more loads. So 30, 60, 90, 120, about 180,000 each one. And then I will get, we'll get a whole bunch of stuff in here that'll make it. So we'll make a little bit more money. If this sells for 1,000, this should give us 65,000. We should have enough to buy our windbrower. Why didn't this one sell? Okay, how much was that? The merge maxer? The merge maxer. Get my merge mixed up. 110, perfect. I think you can windrow at 10. I think you can go pretty quick with that. So we'll keep that. Oops. There we go. We'll take this back down to our thing. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to do. It's just sell stuff to be able to make stuff to buy it. That's all I want to do. And this tractor, once you you can go at a decent space so you're not tipping stuff over and things like that. I think a lot of times what happens with the auto load is you're going too fast, and you need to hook it to a tractor. There's already enough down there, but we made enough for a windrower, and we're going to wrap this bad boy up today. When we come back tomorrow, we will windrow, and then we will bale it, and then we will wrap it. We'll let our pallets build up, and then when we go back to, yep, we have just one pallet, and that's great. So I think what I'll do is I will put this right here, and we can just load it as we need it. Now, technically, we don't even need that thing. We could just use super strength, but I want to keep it as real as we can. Awesome. Head back up to the store, and we'll wrap this up here. And when we come back, like I said, from 4 to 5, we'll windrow it. And then hopefully that'll be it. And then after we do all that, we got to windrow it, bale it, and then stack or wrap it. Then we got to plow it, lime it, fertilize it. Oh man, there's a lot of work to be done here. So it may be 5 or 6 episodes before we come back to logging again, which is going to be cool. It's what we wanted, right? It's what we earned, right? All right, here we go. All right, everybody, we made it to the end of episode 4. I mean, you can see right here, I can log, right? Or I can mine right from here. Clear that whole mountain out. Level it right down. Anyways, we made it to the end of episode 4. So please, please, please look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding, ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. And please, please, please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And be sure just to... My new philosophy is let it go. Let stuff go. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it drag you down. Just be as positive, be happy, and let's do this. Let's be an inspiration to each other instead of being angry at each other. Let's just be inspirations to each other. All right, guys, on that note, love, love, love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side.